What's going on, VitalSyntax here, and I want to talk about Crysis 3. I recently did a Battlefield 4 wishlist video, and I thought I'd do one for Crysis 3 because I'm pretty excited for the game. I really liked Crysis 2, both the single player and the multiplayer, and I really liked Crysis 1, and they're very different. I don't like that they added all this Call of Duty style stuff to the multiplayer and even the single player of Crysis 2. And if you don't know what I mean by that, basically they added a kill cam system, they added a similar leveling up system, they added a class system, the kits and all the perks, kill streaks. I mean, they took almost all the aspects from Call of Duty and incorporated it into Crysis 2. And I really did like Crysis 2, the multiplayer, but I think they need to go back to the roots, go back to Crysis 1, which was all about the open world sandbox exploration, especially with the single player. They need to have the largest maps we've ever seen in a Crysis game, especially on that single player component, and they need to have just vast areas where you can explore and use your nanosuit to engage the enemies and go about the campaign in the way you want to. And same with the multiplayer. I think the multiplayer should have larger maps. I think it should have a larger player count. Right now, it was in Crysis 2, it was 8 versus 8. I think it should be 12 versus 12 or even 16 versus 16 at 24 or 32 players, maybe even more. I don't know how well that would work. I mean, I don't want it to be like a Battlefield thing with the tanks and vehicles and stuff, but I would like it to be more open world, more sandbox based like Crysis 1. So let's go talk about a couple more things with the multiplayer. I want to see some new game modes. They've already announced the Hunter game mode, which I think is really cool. Another game mode I think would be pretty cool is a Juggernaut game mode, where you have one person with a nanosuit, and he has basically unlimited power for that nanosuit, and everybody else is trying to kill him. Or another one might be cool where it's a VIP situation where you have two teams. One team has a VIP, and that VIP has a nanosuit but no weapon, so you're trying to protect him and get him to the enemy team's base, essentially. And if the enemy team kills your VIP, they essentially get a VIP, whoever killed him, and now your team is trying to defend your base from the VIP getting in with the nanosuit or something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. Also, I think they should add some type of zombie, maybe infected type of game mode like you see in a lot of games nowadays, where maybe one player has a nanosuit and he has unlimited power, so he has like stealth and he can try and sneak up on everybody. And if you kill a player and only has a knife, right, and all the other players have ammo and they can resupply and stuff, but they have limited ammo, and if you get killed as a normal player, you become a zombie. I think that'd be pretty cool. And just game modes that essentially allow you to use the nanosuit in more cool ways, because that's really what Crysis is about. It's all about the nanosuit, and I think the nanosuit is one of the coolest things in gaming in general. Let's talk about the single player a little bit. I think the voice acting needs to be improved from Crysis 2. I think there was some pretty poor voice acting. I did actually like the campaign quite a lot. I thought it was a lot better than your average first-person shooter single player. The storyline was pretty cool. The environments were pretty cool. I didn't like how there was a lot smaller maps. You didn't have the open world sandbox like we saw in Crysis 1. So definitely bring that back. But so as far as Crysis 2 goes, they need to improve on the voice acting, and they need to improve on the size and scale of what you're exploring. Another thing that they need to fix is on the PC side is they need to make this game the epitome of the amazing graphics. They need to burn top of the line PC game or computers down to the ground. I remember with Crysis 1 when that thing came out, I mean, you had difficulties running it on like super high-end computers that cost thousands of dollars on the highest settings because it looked so good. And Crysis 2, don't get me wrong, looked amazing, but they did kind of dumb down the graphics. They released, high resolution textures in the DX11 with tessellation support later on, but they need to make Crysis 3 one of the best looking game on the market. It needs to be at the forefront, just like it was with Crysis 1. Another just kind of nitpicky thing that I think they should fix is the AI in the single player was kind of lame. You could just kind of go around a corner and hide, and they wouldn't really notice you. But anyway, those are just some ideas I thought for Crysis 3. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have any other ideas for what you'd like to see. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to give me a like or a favorite, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.